Hey guys, welcome back and happy Sunday. All right, guys, well, it feels so good to be in the studio. Again, I cannot wait to share with you guys everything that we have coming. We flew in last night from California back to Fort Lauderdale, so South Florida, and we got in around 2 o'clock in the morning. So it's kind of a wild day, but that's not going to stop us from doing YouTube. Now, when we talk about the bad, I think we need to talk about the good too, the truth and the mistruths, like all of it in between. And now Radar Online is exclusively reporting that Lisa Rinna, well, something that was said about her in this whole Peacock special is not true. So before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it's Radar Online who is reporting this, so thanks to Radar, but Lisa Rinna's Christmas special on Peacock won't be shown because it never existed. RadarOnline.com is told there's no truth behind the rumor that Lisa Rinna was offered the television special or that it was scrapped due to her social media antics. Now, we were hearing that it was true, and we were hearing that they were doing sort of like a special like they did with Kyle Richards, the Real Housewives of the North Pole, but this year they were going to do it with Lisa Rinna. But now, and when they said they were going to do it with Lisa Rinna, they said that they scrapped it because of her social media antics, and they ended up passing it off to Garcelle. I was actually really excited about this, but I'm curious what Radar has to say about it. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills fans lost it when a popular blog claimed that Peacock was in the development stages of Rinna's special, similar to the Housewives of the North Pole, featuring Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Kyle Richards last year, but pulled the plug last minute after she popped off on Instagram. I mean, it would have made sense if this were true anyways, but word on the curb is that Rinna was supposed to get a Christmas special on Peacock, and that's what someone told Bravo Obsessed. It was completely scrapped a couple of weeks ago. They claimed adding that Lisa Rinna's social media behavior would likely not sit well with potential advertisers. And I could see that. I mean, she called some of the audience hoes. She was, calling people narcissistic, homophobic, racist. Like, her social media behavior, she's a disaster on social media. We know that. Andy Cohen has said that. So, however, two separate sources confirmed to RadarOnline.com that rumor is just that. We're told that Lisa Rinna was not offered a Christmas special with Peacock. So from what they're saying, the person also told the Bravo blog that Lisa Rinna's arch nemesis, Garcelle Bouvet, was offered the special in lieu of Lisa's alleged axing. But they've also been told that that is BS. Oh, I was excited for Garcelle to get the paycheck. I was excited to see a Christmas movie with Garcelle. But fear not, guys. We have the new Santa Claus movie coming anyways. There is no truth to this. One insider laughed when they were asked, and they said nothing is in the works. This is 100% false, included another insinuating that fans are just trying to drum up some drama. I could see that as well. I mean, we have one person in particular who was claiming that he was invited to the reunion, claiming that he was hired by Lisa, claiming that he has receipts at the Wall Street Journal's doing this, this, and this. I'm just like, unless you have real receipts that you're sharing and not talking about them, I don't believe anything anymore. Lisa Rinna makes for good TV, but she's been on a few people's lists lately, including fans who thought that she got fired or that she's about to get fired because she removed any traces of the franchise from her Instagram. RadarOnline.com was told that the actress turned reality star made the changes weeks ago, deciding to use her page strictly for fashion, fun, and family. She's taking a page out of Yolanda Hadid's book, okay? We've also learned that she didn't unfollow... I don't think this is true, that she didn't unfollow several of her co-stars before filming the reunion. She did unfollow several of her co-stars, including Garcelle, Sutton, Kathy. Yes, she did. Rinna's name was also tossed back in the headlines after her ex-friend Denise Richards spoke openly about their beef. She did the Jeff Lewis, I believe, Jeff Lewis show. Lisa Rinna, she plays dirty and she can be really nasty. This is what Denise told Jeff Lewis earlier this month, and that's just something to know about her when you're on the show with her. When asked if Denise Richards would rejoin the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, which I couldn't see, a time where they would ever ask her back to begin with, but she said without hesitation, definitely, adding that she would even film with Lisa Rinna. Now, people were kind of shocked by this, but she never said that she wouldn't film with Lisa Rinna. Garcelle went on Watch What Happens Live and said, listen, I think that Denise wants to come back, but someone would have to go. Garcelle was kind of the one who planted that seed, and Garcelle might want Lisa Rinna off the show. Watching her on the show, I think that this season has been really, really heavy and dark. But used to, I mean, she's always had these antics, but it kept the pot stirring. It kept the storylines going. I don't know what the show would look like without her. And I even talked to Jason about this, asking him, like, what do you think would happen if Lisa Rinna's not on the show? How do you think that this would go for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? And he was pretty adamant about the fact that I think it would survive. He's like, I think that the show could survive without her. And I think that, you know, they could keep it going. But I just don't know. I mean, we have Sutton Strack, who keeps the storylines going. We have Kyle Richards, who also keeps it going. Erica Girardi, Dorit Kemsley sometimes. Garcelle is just there to check people, which she does a great job of, because when they try coming for her, which they do all the time, she just sits back and she doesn't engage the same way that they do and that they're trying to provoke her to do. I mean, honestly, if we're getting rid of one Lisa, let's bring back the other Lisa. If Lisa Vanderpump's out here filming with Lisa Rinna, then I think we should bring back Lisa Vanderpump, scrap Lisa Rinna, I guess keep Erica to see what's going to happen. And I'm not saying scrap Lisa Rinna forever. I'm saying just put her on pause. A lot of people were saying, too, let's put Lisa Rinna on Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip and see how that affects things. I was reading that on Twitter. And then I saw where Candace Diller Bassett just recently did a live, and she's like, oh, Ultimate Girls Trip was a mess. It was wild. These girls were drumming up drama for no reason. I'm exhausted. And I could see that. They have 7 to 8 days, sometimes 10, I guess. They don't have a lot of time, and they need to put on a full show. So when they get off the plane, they're all probably on guard saying, who am I going to go after? How is this going to be? And it kind of seems pre-produced. If you watched Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip Season 2 Ex-Wives Club, it seemed like Taylor Armstrong was trying to pre-produce a little bit. It seemed like Jill Zarin was kind of trying to pre-produce a little bit. And then you have Dorinda Medley, who I don't think she was pre-producing. I think that she was just a little intoxicated. And Brandy Glanville the same way. But Brandy Glanville also called out how pre-produced some of the women were, right? So if Lisa Rinna went on to the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, I feel like she would be just as pre-produced, because this season we see going into next week's episode that this whole fight starts over tequila, Kendall Jenner's 818 tequila, and also Casa del Sol, which is Kathy Hilton's tequila that she invested in with her daughter, Nikki. This all started over tequila, but Lisa Rinna clearly provoked the situation. And then Kathy gave her a reaction, which is exactly what she was trying to get. And then she used that reaction against her and her sister, Kyle Richards, in order to sort of break up a family. That way she has a storyline and she's taking down the fan favorite. It's never been so obvious. Now, Jason was saying, I think that this reunion is going to be awful. For me personally, I'm all about it. I want to see the reunion. I want to see what happens, and I want to see how this all plays out. But I want to hear what your thoughts are. What are your thoughts about Radar Online reporting that this is not true, that this Peacock special was never in the works? And how do you feel going into the reunion? I want to see how this plays out in Aspen this Wednesday. So in the meantime, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And also, today's 9/11, guys. So I know a lot of people, it's a really sad time, especially in the United States. And, you know, I'm just sending all the positive vibes and love to anyone who is affected throughout that. So I love you guys, and I hope you have a beautiful Sunday, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.